That was terrible, bro. Oh my god.
All right, that's funny. That's
Oh
funny.
god.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
All right, Mr. Dim Sum, we're gonna go get what's your most expensive first, okay?
I've been trying to fix it.
And
Did it crash again?
Not this time. I didn't.
The man
I
with the
didn't pull out
dog. Would you like to announce yourself?
Yes, they call me Dog Eater. No.
What am I listening to?
Oh god.
So, Mr.
The
Dim
views
Sum,
of Echo do not necessarily are not necessarily the views of everybody else on this panel. Just want to be clear about that.
so
I'm a
Mr.
foreign exchange student.
Mr. Dim Sum, let me just show you what the inside of his man cave, his bat cave looks like. So this is what the inside of Echo's bat cave looks like. I think it's a pretty good picture. He's got the rain. What is that?
Crashed again. You got
Right there. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your man cave, is it not?
Yep.
All right. And you would like to put something else there. If you don't know, Mr. Echo always likes to talk about expensive things. So this segment that we are doing right now is Dim Sum's expensive things that he wants to buy. And can you explain this? What this is?
It's a chair. It's a chair, and it's pretty much.
It's a chair. Okay, I'm not going to show. Explain it before we show it.
You know what? Every time I think about it, what movie was that? Grandma's Boy.
That's my show.
Hey, very underrated movie, but I love that movie.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody understand that this thing that Echo wants to buy is just a chair. It's just a chair. It's just a chair.
Just a chair.
It's just.
That's all it is.
Just, can you explain this chair for us, please?
So that one right there, you can pretty much put 3 screens up to 6 screens. All right. It weighs. They said, let's see. I think it was like 1,500 pounds.
Good God.
It was like 1,000 pounds. Or it was like 1,500 pounds, right? And I was like, okay. So delivery is going to cost more than pretty much. Delivery is going to be a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Damn.
How much is
He just says it, just like it's just gonna be a couple thousand.
That thing is $9 grand.
$9 grand.
It's not. How are you going to get it through the door? I've been to your house.
No, here's the thing. So it all comes to different. Like it comes all taken apart. So I got to assemble it. So they're like, oh yeah, we could come and assemble it for you. I was like, how much is that going to be? And they're like, they think they charge like $200 an hour, and I'm like, no thanks.
Now, I check this out. There's different models of the chair, everybody. So that's just one model of the chair. So
they got one that looks like a spider.
Just the chair for him to, put the chair on screen will look something. Different models of the chair.
Yep. Spider. Like, yo, that thing's dope. Oh, remember I told you I tried to get a grand piano in here because I was gonna just run a studio, or whatever.
Yeah.
So you know my door. There's no way in this world that I can get like a grand piano through there. So they're like, okay. They pretty much summed it up to where I need to get a crane. Okay. They would have to use
a crane.
How many stories up are you, by the way?
We got 13 plus penthouse on top.
What floor are you on?
What floor are you on?
I'm on the 4th, just because I got a rope right here and I got enough leverage to where I can jump and I'm good.
Damn.
Why are you planning on jumping?
Because fine example, right? I took my dog out like 2 weeks ago. Okay, I used to go through the parking garage and go out the back door. Bro, when I came back in and I was waiting for the elevator, right? We heard a big a boom sound, and all of a sudden something just hit me in the face. I was like, "What the hell was that?" Dude, the freaking chlorine freaking tank whatever blew. So once that blows, it's poisonous gas.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm sitting there just huffing this stuff. And I'm like, next thing you know, the girl that owns the restaurant calls me. She's like, hey, there's like 8 ambulances out here. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, I got slight chest pains, but I was like, they cutting us checks or what? Because I was like, now, my dog got freaking pink eye, red eye, whatever. Both their eyes are all messed up. So dude, and on top of that, guess what? Look, there was a fire here, I guess, while I was with you guys in Florida. I come back to there like, hey, there was a fire on your floor. I was like, there was? I was like, see, that's why I got a rope right here.
Damn.
Okay, and the question was, why do you need to jump out the window?
There's a fire.
He answered none of that.
Okay. There's one. We got 3 elevators on that one side, and we got the freight elevator, right? There's times when like an elevator, one or two of them be like down or whatever maintenance crap. Dude, literally, I'll be standing there like 5-10 minutes waiting for an elevator. So forget all that. And people going down the stairs. Nope, I'm not gonna even deal with that. I might as well just jump and my car's right here anyway, so I'm good.
Damn.
All right, and that was Echo's Expensive Things.
Yeah, 9 G's for that.
9,000, you said?
9 G's for that one right there.
Now I'm good.
And shipping was, I think they said shipping was $299. And it's gotta be, I gotta be here to sign it.
And that was Echo's Expensive Things. He will keep us updated, I'm pretty sure, about his things if he doesn't just accidentally buy it. Sometimes his phone just buys things on accident. So, you know.
It's just what is it? Like pulse buys, impulse buys, whatever.
So that's a thing.
Yeah, I guess. Then, I get a phone call from my pops and he's like, hey, what'd you spend whatever amounts of money on? I'm like, nothing.
It'd be like $9,000 for an effing cherry? Stop lying to me.
I mean, technically, he's not lying. Technically, he spent $9,000 on the chair.
Wanted you to see when I bought that Mac Pro, he was like...
Yeah. All right.
Hey, he didn't know what DoorDash was for a while, so, when he saw me spending like $3 a month on DoorDash, he's like, calls my aunt. He's like, what's
DoorDash?
Yeah.
My
heart. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro.
Hey, let me see.
I want it to work.
Yeah.
And I almost punched my screen, so
don't do that.
A moment.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Like
me.
Yeah, that would not be smart.
Except I punched my screen on accident here when I bought the Oculus, and I took that shit back. I was like, I don't want this.
Into a video because since your character is out, Ghostface, the character that he's been waiting for, that I thought was going to be trash. I thought it was. I'm wrong, but there's a lot of movie references from the movie Scream that I wanted to check out. That I saw a dope video, so I want to check this out.
I'm using the screws. They're like 6 or 7 now.
I see something red.
Scary movies have made you a psycho.
Movies don't make psychos. They make psychos more creative.
Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Nave Campbell.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
I haven't seen the new ones, but I have seen that one.
How many is there in the series? Like 7 now or 6?
Yes, I think it's 7. 7.
I know the new ones just came out.
Yeah, not count. Yeah, not count. Yeah, if you count them all, I think it's like 7 altogether. I mean, of course, they like remade like 3 of them. I think.
I just think it's funny that the Wayans brothers just did.
I think that was the last one.
What? Oh, come on. This is bullshit. He's a dude with a knife.
Fatality.
Come on, man, turn around.
Behind you.
Dude, what are you doing?
Turn around.
You can do it.
Behind you.
I didn't see this one either.
Look
Jamie.
behind.
Jamie.
I just thought that it was cool that NetherRealm took the time to do all the references, from the movies to actually put them in the game. So people that are like really diehard fans, they could see like, especially the one where like you could see the Ghostface in the iris. I thought that was really dope. You're a big fan of Farrah.
Yeah.
Like
but that's only for me to do damage. There's other characters that I use mix heavy, and then there's others. It all depends on the situation.
Okay, we'll definitely be getting some of that footage going down this weekend before we're off for the next week. So I think I'm probably gonna push that to the forward because a lot of people want to see what you've been cooking up on that one. So, anyways, patch notes that dropped for MK. Hit us.
Homelander, forward 4 now only hits mids, no longer a low.
That's big.
Ashra, anytime you enhance your move, can now swap stances by holding stance switch. So you can go from light to dark by just holding stance switch during an enhanced move.
And she's got the darkness and the light too, so that's gonna help like if you're an Astra player, whatever.
Yeah.
Cyrax with the nerf back 2. If you up block it, it has less pushback and you can punish it like hell.
I like that.
Geras, enhanced command grab now allows for cameo follow-ups.
He's also got
Serena has a new ruin that applies damage buff plus meter regen over time as long as you're in it.
I don't like that.
I mean, it's actually pretty useful.
I know, but
Smoke.
Serena, yeah.
Smoke can now perform vicious vapors in the air, and it can be canceled.
But didn't they just do a change where they made it an overhead, but now it's a mid?
It's now a mid.
Love you, Smoke.
It's always been a mid.
I heard that they had to do an emergency
Brandon,
patch.
thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Continental. You're a homie for that, for real. I appreciate you.
I gotta change the name on there.
So, Sub-Zero's triple clone now allows multiple freezes in one combo. The slide now always switches sides, unless you hold the button, where you can then turn it into a stab.
Wait a minute, so if he gets multiple freezes, you stay frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Basically, you get frozen. You can kick them into the next one, they'll freeze again.
Oh damn!
But earlier, and he had a
get big C
in the continuous nut punch, like 3 in a row.
Oh, Johnny, yeah.
That's completely different, but yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what? No, the dude just kept on going. I'm like, is he gonna stop?
You haven't seen my TikTok. Like, I literally have a combo where I do nothing but nut punches.
I'll be like, what's capital Thailand?
But yep, that is the patch notes. Very small and sweet.
I mean, but those are like some big sweeping changes, though. You know, I want to get into. I got some thoughts about Game of the Year for the Video Game Awards. But that's coming up later on the show. But
what games got nominated?
We'll talk about it all. Matter of fact, we'll actually go through it in a second here. But the Marvel's Capcom collection. Me and Tony been playing it. Me and Shadow been playing all the old games. I guess they're all old games. So I can't really say that. But me and Shadow been playing the mostly the Marvel 1. Shadow really likes. I can't play it no more, but the Marvel superheroes joint, it's a little bit slow for me. I've been playing Marvel versus Street Fighter and Marvel's Capcom. Me and Tony, of course, have been playing that good old MVC 2. And because of that, I think that's part of the reason why we finally hit 400 subs online. Appreciate you guys. It only took 8 years.
Definitely.
And you know, it only took 8 years, but in the last year we've gotten like 100. I think in the last 6 months we've done like 100 new subs. So appreciate that, man. So MVC is out. The whole thing about MVC is that everybody's like hoping that this is the way that we get a new Marvel's Capcom game, which seems pretty likely at this point with everything that's been going on. But Marvel's Capcom has said to be selling extremely well. After Marvel's Capcom Infinite was a flop, I guess we can all say that because you know the graphics was bad, the gameplay was actually pretty okay and good and everything like that, but it wasn't like this. Matter of fact, so they're saying that this is selling so well for the first 2 months. It was the highest selling game on Steam and on the PS5. Of course, it hits Xbox in I think 2 months, and that was only the digital sales. The hard copy sales are out like I think yesterday, and it came with like a comic book, which is really cool. So the corporation held its second quarter financial report presentation for its fiscal year, where they spoke about more current lineups, saying that basically they want to do more things with the Marvel's Capcom collection and the digital sales. So everybody, on a scale from 1 to 10, what do you think of the chances of getting a new Marvel's Capcom?
None.
Damn.
You said none?
I'd say middle of the road. I'd say there's a higher chance of it now than there was before. But I'm not saying it's 100% in the bag yet.
I'm gonna say we're gonna get 3 more Mortal Kombats before we see another Marvel.
How many?
Hate to
Okay,
say
wait. How many years between Mortal Kombat announcements?
It's every 2 years, so if I'm gonna say 6 years from now, you'll see another.
I can
And we won't see
agree with
another
that,
Tekken for
just
10.
for the fact that I'm not worried about Capcom per se. It's Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly my point right there.
But look at their Deadpool and Wolverine sales. Nope, them numbers are
but
crazy.
the gaming side is a totally different monster, and they're gonna have to compete with dealing with Capcom. They're gonna have to compete with dealing with Capcom with allowing them to use the properties. So
they have to allow them to have the license of the character, in which Disney is kind of sensitive. Oh, we don't want them to get hurt. Shut up! It's a freaking character. Like, my gosh.
I think we're going to get another Marvel's Capcom. I think probably even the beginning of like a hard idea of what the game could be is already in the works. But I don't think they're going to make a Marvel vs. Capcom in the same period of time that they have like Street Fighter 6. I think they'll probably drop like the new thing after the Street Fighter 6 run. So saying that it could be another like 4 years, I think we're about 4 years out.
No, I'm gonna say until when I hit 50, that's when we'll see another Marvel, and then we can all scream, "Oh, this, oh, baby!"
I mean, I will, and I will. By the way,
you'll be screaming it, but your hands will be too dead to be trying to play it.
We'll have something else by then.
Already starting to get these old man fucking reacts. And then we're going to be fucking trying to play this game. These young kids will be like, why are you playing so slow? Because my body doesn't move this way.
I don't even have that yet. I still got good hands and still good reactions.
Well, me and Echo will be in Thailand, and I'll get a hand massage, and I'll be straight.
What goes on in Thailand stays in Thailand?
A hand massage.
Always.
A hand massage, sir.
Again, what goes on in Thailand stays in Thailand.
I'm sure I'm barely going to see red while we're there. I'm more going to be out more sightseeing.
I've been in Thailand, so I'm going to repeat myself one more time.
Yeah,
what goes on in Thailand stays in Thailand. Do not speak of it out in the open. What up, Punisher?
So
dealing with some issues right now on my PC, so I'm just re-downloading.
In Thailand, the ladies are like a box of chocolates. You don't know which ones have nuts in them.
So one of these
supposed to be saying that on my TikTok. So
one of the things that's going to be actually helping the fact that I think it is like the Marvel's Capcom 11 million sales. If money talks, right, especially to Disney, and if the Marvel's Capcom collection can push Street Fighter 6.
The FGC is a different breed to try to actually make happy. If it don't play good and it doesn't play competitive, which I guarantee it won't, if Disney has some say, it's not going to play well, and it's not going to. The graphics are going to be dog doo doo, just like last time.
But it did play well. It was the graphics were dog doo doo, but it did.
It played well like 5 updates later.
That's it. I disagree with you. I think the reason why Marvel's Capcom Infinite didn't sell well is because it didn't have X-Men in it. In my personal opinion.
I don't think so. It just did bad because they looked at Chun-Li and they just realized she looks like an old woman. Looked like Madame Bo.
The problem with Marvel Infinite when it came out was visually it looked like the mobile games that were out.
True.
Number one.
Exactly.
No money behind
Number
it.
Number two, there were no X-Men in it. And number three, it did not play well initially. There had a lot of fixes they had to do just to make sure that it worked better after a while. But by the time that it was going to be something that could be fixed, it was already too late.
The fan base was already done with it.
Yeah.
That was 5 patches later. It took 5 patches. And by the time I got to the 5th patch, everybody was like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah.
The DLC didn't even save the game, bro. That's how terrible it was.
It was, but the DLC, like, nobody wanted to play as, like, Bucky. Not really. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even remember the DLC.
It was Bucky.
Venom was
just to be honest.
Black Panther,
Venom was
I believe.
one of the characters, and that was the character that I played.
Black Panther?
No, Venom.
Oh, Venom. Yeah, Venom was dope. Venom was dope, though.
Yeah,
but Venom should have been with the initial roster too, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Mortal Kombat is pretty much beating Street Fighter and Tekken both combined
in sales, but that's usually what happens.
But that's normal because you got to remember in America, everybody buys Mortal Kombat, but you won't see like millions of people buy Melty Blood, but you'll see millions get sold in Japan when it comes to that.
All right, on to the next.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That only did 1.98 million in sales.
In
And that's
98.
all, and that's overall. No, that's overall.
Yeah, overall. Virtual Fighter was at 1.5 million.
Yeah.
All right, so
The
earlier,
new virtual fighter is definitely going to be
And
expanded. in Japan.
they said the worst one was Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
No, of course,
mean-
didn't play that well, and it was just a Ooga Booga game. It wasn't even competitive.
yeah,
I thought
3D
MK4 was the worst.
the 3D games are probably
Believe it or
really
not,
hard
it
to be
played better.
competitive.
Really?
Yeah,
They
the 3D
played a
games
lot
are really
better.
hard. Yeah.
Would not have expected that.
MK4 actually had a weird, wonky time, but it actually had some mix-up game that you could do. It's just everybody had generic combos.
Mm,
And then the fatalities weren't there. On top of that, it was a weird time.
That
yeah.
was definitely when the 3D era just started, so it was
Yeah.
kind of boo-boo.
Yeah. Before they were NetherRealm, they were what were they? I forget. Then they changed the
Yeah.
name when they got with
They were
WB.
midway. They were midway for the longest time.
Yeah.
They were the
Yeah, Midway. Yeah.
And then they became NetherRealms after WB bought them.
Yeah. The reason I
After
got
Midway died.
the Soulsborne game on the thing is because former Software's parent company confirms that Sony is looking to buy them out. So much in the way that Microsoft bought Bethesda and all the studios with it. One of the studios, it's called Kawadawa. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. Kawadokowa Corporation. They own the From Software, which does all the Souls games, all the Bloodborne games, all the Elden Rings and stuff like that. And they are looking to buy. Sony's in the market to buy them. And Elden Ring, did Elden Ring come out on Xbox One? I believe it did, right?
Elden Ring came out on Xbox. Yeah. No. What?
It came out on the current gen, on the new Xbox.
Yeah,
right?
it did.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it released because both systems were out. So PS4.
Are you talking about Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Elden Ring was a Xbox Series and PS5,
Yeah.
PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they released the other copies for the current gen systems.
Yeah.
So the proposed acquisition was first reported on earlier this week. They thought it was like a lot of people been saying this a while for PlayStation because I forget the name of the game. It's like a Soulsborne game. It's a PlayStation exclusive.
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, yeah. Since Bloodborne was a Sony IP and is beloved by a lot of people, they were saying, man, it would only make sense if they bought From Software. So From Software has been like pretty much everything they do, whether it's a Bloodborne game or a mech game, has been pretty much knocking it out the park. Everybody's been loving it. Any thoughts on Sony possibly buying From Studio?
Anything Sony does, gets their hands on, it dies. So
Well, they got the money to back it, so.
they're already ruining Bungie. So I lost all respect for Sony.
I think it'd be a good look. I mean, Sony just got a new president. They got some new policies they're putting in. It could be a good look.
We'll see. That's all I gotta say about that.
It's like Starbucks and their new CEO, and then what? They're not charging for almond milk now?
Hey, Punisher, don't be feeding me goodies, man. I don't need the monies.
To Xbox got an update as well, where you're going to be able to play your Game Pass games and the game that you bought through streaming. So right now, if you got like whatever you're streaming on your Xbox or your PC, if you got Game Pass or even your Fire Stick, if it's an Xbox Game Pass game, then you can play the game through streaming. But if you bought the game and it's not on Game Pass, you couldn't play it. So they're slowly trying to put all the games that you actually bought on streaming. So you buy a game off the Xbox platform and you want to play it on, I don't know, some TV or whatever the case is, you'll be able to play it, which is kind of a big deal. And I feel like it could give people a reason that are complaining about the fact that, Xbox, no more exclusive. It could be a reason to buy games on the Xbox platform if you're going to be able to play them everywhere. Not just Game Pass games, but pretty much.
Well,
like
they
any
got
game.
them handhelds is like really big right now too. So we'll talk about that on the next one because I was thinking about buying one.
Yeah,
they've been
the
out for a
Asus
little bit.
one.
Yeah, the Asus Rogue.
Yeah, we were talking about. So if you got the Aces Rogue and you got the Game Pass on it, but you got Game Pass because we playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, because
And,
they got they got the one for Steam. So I looked at that and I was like, I don't want that one. I was like, then I saw the Aces Rogue. It was going for like 800 to 1,000, but the price is dropping pretty quick on it. 'Cause
Actually,
there's so many other ones coming out.
Actually, Lone Wolf has got the Steam portable, right?
Yep.
The Steam Deck, yeah.
How's
I was
that?
looking at the OneDrive. They have one called the OneDrive X, whatever.
Is that the Steam Deck or just another
No, it's
handheld?
another brand that just pretty much came out. But I was looking at the specs and I was like, wow. I was like, pretty much it's like a little PC in your hand.
That's essentially what it is, yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
I hope it doesn't weigh as much as my laptop.
Yo, Long Wolf, how has the you been going with the Steam Deck?
It's fine. It plays pretty well. Doesn't really have any like
Reason why I didn't
like
get the Aces
graphical
Rogue because they
lag
got
or
what is it? The stick drift on it. I guess like the little joysticks on there just be jamming or being broke.
That's not good.
What aggravates me about the Steam Deck is this is to me when they first introduced it, it was literally just a mini PC. Like
I really thought it was like a Game Gear from back in the day. I was like, is that a Game Gear?
It does give Game Gear
It's as
vibes.
big
You know
as
what
a
I'm
Game
saying?
Gear, for
I
sure.
think it's just because of the housing of it,
Yeah.
but the way that it was applied, like you can switch it from big screen to little screen. Next thing you know, oh, you got a mini PC. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
if
you know
they
what? You give a kid right nowadays a Game Gear, they'd be like, "What is this?"
Like I was
Right,
trying.
like what am I supposed to do? How do I even turn it on?
They're like, "Why Sonic look like that?"
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, on to the next from Xbox and Sony. On
Game Pass is
to
great though, by the way.
was that?
Nothing.
On to Nintendo, who is trying to sue Palworld yet again.
For which they're gonna lose again.
Okay, so here's the thing. So the new lawsuit is saying that basically they're trying to sue Palworld for like something like $300,000, right?
Oh God.
So that's not a lot of money, but what they're trying to do is some of the not Pokemon look like Pokemon a little bit.
Oh geez.
They're always going to. They tried this last time.
I know.
And you want to know what happened? They lost the lawsuit. They're gonna lose again, and then they're gonna feel stupid. And then you want to know what Palworld's gonna do? A cease and desist on Nintendo to prevent them from filing a lawsuit.
Listen, you're talking to the same YouTuber that got a strike because of Nintendo when we posted up Smash Brother stuff. So you remember that? You remember that? We had the Smash Brother
I
tournament,
know. That's why I'm laughing.
and they gave us a strike because we had Smash Brother content up. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because Nintendo doesn't know what they're doing. They don't know that they're losing money doing stuff like this.
Well, they are
That's
their
why
own worst PR.
That's why I kind of lost respect for Nintendo.
Well, basically, what
I literally don't have a Nintendo system in my house anymore because of that.
So what they're doing is they're filing a patent. So they're not saying that Palworld in general is a bad game. They're saying certain things about Pocket Monster or whatever that's like the original name, whatever they want to call it. They're suing for like little things that they can like that they can copyright basically. So they're doing this in China, basically. Not China, I'm sorry, like in Japan or whatever the case is.
China's notorious. Well, you gotta remember, you need to do a sooner or later talk about NetEase and what they're messing up on too.
Yeah, so if they win the $300,000 lawsuit that they have right now in Japan, what they're gonna do is use that as a statute to get the money in America and bring it over here. So Nintendo is still mad about this and they're not giving up, especially because their last couple of Pokemon games didn't really sell as much as they thought they would.
They flopped because Palworld is so good.
I mean, but this is kind of what we wanted from a Pokemon game. I played Palworld. I played the game preview for a little while, and I had my Pocket Monster slaves. It's pretty weird. It's a pretty weird game. But basically, you go around, you see the little ball. They're saying that that's a Pokeball. Basically, that's what the whole lawsuit is.
It is a Pokeball.
Yeah, it's basically a Pokeball. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's not called a Pokeball,
Right.
So
Like
can they sue for that?
Powerball, maybe.
so you can't sue. That's the one thing that they don't understand. If it's not called what the trademark is, they can't sue. If it has like one difference on that ball, they can't sue. Why? Because it's not the same exact product.
But they want to so bad.
It's so sad.
All right, so one of my favorite Tekken streamers, the main man Sues, I like him because he doesn't when people are like, oh man, this character is trash or whatever the case is.
No, he didn't.
He
First
Daddy
off, you could stop talking and look at what he just did. First off, I can understand Dragunov. I can understand Nina.
I can
I
understand.
can understand Yoshimitsu.
But
I
King?
do not understand King. I do not understand. I can
You're gonna
understand
hurt Will's
Elisa.
feelings now.
I can understand Jin. I do not understand Law.
I understand Law. I understand Law.
No,
Maybe-
I can murder him.
but
He
so,
put Victor in S tier, and that is disrespectful. That is an A+ character. You're out your damn mind. So I'm gonna say that. Devil Jin, yes, he got nerfed pretty damn hard, so I'll give him that.
yeah, Devil Jin's been
Asuzena is still an A+ character. You could put that back. Panda and Kuma are the same. Do not say that Panda is redundant.
but for whatever reason,
See
right?
why I say this whole tier list is literally obsolete. It means absolutely dirt doo-doo. I'm telling you that right now. Because look where he put Lars.
Lars is in. Where is Lars? Lars is.
He's in B+, which is
B+.
that is no. That
Yeah,
is
Lars
an
is-
A+
Lars-
to an S
I would say
character.
I would put Lars in
You
A plus. I put Lars in A plus.
He's an A+ to S tier character. You're out your damn mind. Sweet, I'm sorry to tell you this, but even though you've been playing the games for years, your eyeballs deceive you. I'm sorry. There ain't no way in hell that you're gonna sit here and tell me that Victor is an S+ character when his down 4 can be launched punished.
But
Do not tell me that down back 4 being launch punishable is a character that is S tier. When you have Fang, who has a freaking heat where you can do a stomp and he's like plus 20.
hold on, where's Fang?
He's S and he should be.
Yeah,
S+.
Fang's S tier.
Oh yeah,
He has a match
Fang
top of
should,
S tier.
Fang should be S plus. Fang should be S plus. I'm with you on that.
Remove King and put him in S plus. That's how I see it. Lydia, you're out your mind saying she's B. She is an A+ character. Horong, you can switch to B+. He's actually kind of bad now.
You said-
Lily, now here's my problem. This is why Sweet, you done messed up. Look where you put Lily.
A plus? You think she'd
She
be
is
higher?
not A. She is not A+. She
She's
is
probably
S+.
S. She's probably S.
No, she is S+.
S
She is part of the top. She is part of the top 5. You are out of your mind to sit here and say that she's not, because if you look at every single tournament as of late, who is in the top 5 or the top 8?
Is Lily.
Lily.
So, but okay, in the S plus tier, besides King, who do you think Lily is better than?
Elisa, Jin.
Better
King.
than Elisa?
Yes. Elisa got nerfed. Elisa got nerfed. Elisa got nerfed.
Did they nerf the chainsaw?
They nerfed her chip damage on her chainsaws.
Okay. Yeah, Lily's
Rana could be dropped down a rank. She could
Lily's
be
really-
A+.
Lily's really
She's
good.
definitely not S.
I'm surprised you put
And here's another thing. Brian and S. When all of these Brian players were downplaying the living daylights out of Brian, now all of a sudden you want to put him in S? Nah. He's actually an A+ character. That's cool. Hey, Hachi, you're out your peanut saying he's an A tier character. Just because he lost a little bit, one combo does not mean he's A+ or A.
What has he been historically?
He was an S+ when he first originally got dropped into the game, of course, because his damage output made no damn sense. But then they took away one of his combos and they put him in A? No. He is an A+ to an S tier character. and he's always been an A plus or S tier since Tekken 7.
So that's like where he usually like comes down or whatever.
What you're talking about is
Like in prior games where like by the end of the game where does he usually sit? You know how like Ryu.
He usually sits in like the S, like the like A plus S tier section because he keeps up with all the Mishimas. He's the offensive Mishima, Kazuya's the defensive counter hitting Mishima, and Jin is just stupid.
It's just stupid.
I'm just gonna put it.
It's just stupid.
You know, I can't
And
disagree
anybody-
with you. Because Jin is kind of dumb.
And anybody who disagrees with me that air, I'm sorry. I don't know how much coffee you done mixed up with your acid, but no, Jin is just stupid.
All right, so I have a problem with
Yoshimitsu is definitely a S plus character.
And it's when we get the bear, Kuma,
Yeah.
should Kuma be an A plus?
That's what I'm saying. He should be. It should be like in the B, either A or B plus.
I mean, I always get beat by Kuma. If no matter how bad or good the Kuma is, if I'm fighting Kuma, I'm cooked. I go every time we play.
The
I'm
only
like,
reason why you're cooked is because just like any other person who gets mad at that character, you just don't know the matchup. Once you learn the matchup, it's pretty easy.
I would say Hwang's a little high too. I think he can go down more.
That's what I'm saying. He can go down to A or B plus.
I don't think that Steve is at the beginning of A. I say he's an A character, but he's not at the beginning of A. I feel like everybody in A is better except for Leroy. I feel like everybody except for Leroy is better than Steve in A.
The reason why I say he should stay where he's at is he's one of the best counter punchers in the game, dude. One of the best counter punchers. His back one will stomp.
It's not that. I mean,
everybody trying to say that Hwoarang is an S tier character. By the way, that's what my chat is saying.
Really?
They say that Hwoarang is an S tier.
Wow.
But my thing is this: I don't see him in S. I don't see him in S tier because the only reason why people are saying that is because his offense is a nightmare. But the problem is, majority of it is crouch, low crush, heavy, so you can destroy him when it comes to that. But if you get caught with a mid, you're gonna feel it, especially if you're in a corner.
Oh yeah, that might be the end of the match.
Stuff, when you're on the wall corner, you can't get out of it.
Yeah. So you'll feel it. But if you know the matchup like I do, the moment he goes for anything low, say goodnight. He's losing half his health bar.
All right. Once again, Lars is at least S tier. At least S tier.
I'm gonna say A plus.
At the least, he's S tier.
Lily,
I'm not Lydia. Lydia. I don't know where Lydia actually goes.
Lydia goes an A plus. That girl got damage. She's dumb.
Oh,
she does have damage.
What's that crouching move that takes like 30%? That one crouch hit that she does.
It's like 40. Yeah, just the low sweep if on a counter hit is 30%.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I think Paul, with the buffs that they keep buffing Paul, he's gonna be an S tier in a little bit because his damage output now is ridiculous.
He's already dumb as it is,
bro. They get So me and Echo are playing, and I'm like, he hit me with the same mix-ups that he's been hitting me with since I started playing, and stuff. And I'm like, why is it taking so much more damage now?
There's one character on the A tier roster that definitely still needs help. That's Lee Chaolan. He still needs to be. It's more buffs. He definitely needs more buffs to feel better because some of his combos don't reach unless you smack heat. He has so many things that needs work.
Does Eddie deserve to be in B plus?
Yes. All of his lows are launchable. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
So due to the fact that they're all punishable, what are you gonna do? You can't do anything because majority of his stuff is literally mid or low. And then by the time you toss some mid, you're gonna get crushed because you don't have that much.
Dim Sum Wolf, you guys are playing the game. Do you have any objection to this list?
I'm not playing it enough to like really warrant me saying much. As well as I'm not nearly high tier enough as well. There's a lot of characters I still have yet to encounter
I do want to say one thing to my friend and my chat,
Yeah.
Fabby. I can't agree saying that Lee Chaolan is an S tier. Yes, he's very fast, but his damage is low and it scales so hard. But other than that, he's very mix heavy and he's very good when it comes to that. So I would say he'll be in the A+ tier. I would say A+ tier, not S.
I think he's good. I think he's really good.
But he still needs work. He still needs buffs.
Yeah, no,
Like,
he's got
still needs
weaknesses
buffs.
definitely. What were you saying, Wolf?
Just I don't have enough matchup experience with a lot of the characters in the game, to be completely honest. So I can't really give an accurate
Assessment.
I guess you could say assessment of what each character feels like. I just know like certain characters I just don't like fucking playing.
For me, Lydia is
there's
right
a
up.
few characters I'm like, bruh, this is straight ass.
It's like,
I don't
yeah, it's gonna
playing
be
this
stressful. Like I see
I haven't been able to play Tekken since.
I see anybody in that S rank besides King. I'm like, this is gonna be a rough game. This is gonna be a rough game. And even King sometimes. But for some reason, I don't know if you noticed it, but whoever your rival character is, I feel like you play them more than any other character.
that's the exact opposite for me.
Really?
I like literally like Steve's is that character.
Normally for me,
how many Steves
the
are out there?
moment
Though, right?
the moment I lose to a particular character, I swear to everything that is holy, everybody else is using that same character.
Yeah.
And I'm forced to learn the matchup as much as I hate it. I remember I fought 6 Lilies in a row.
Lily is,
and they were all different players. Then I fought 4 Lars players after that. So the game forces me to learn a matchup of a character I hate.
Yeah,
I think also it depends on what level that you are too. Like I think
I'm about to be Tekken Kings. Nobody plays Lars up there.
Yeah, they do. I played one
No,
the other day.
no, they don't. There's like 1 or 3 people.
Yep,
One out of the bajillion people, bro. I think you want to know what I think Swede did on this tier list based upon who picks the character, because not many people pick Lars, not many people pick Lydia. People stop picking Devil Jin. Nope, nobody likes Eddie Gordo, and people barely touch Asuka. And people barely touch Raven.
Can you explain why nobody likes Eddie Gordo? Because I feel like when he came out, he was the hottest character in the world. Like you couldn't play the game with us.
I still use him.
It was like Eddie. Even you play Eddie for a while.
Because they just don't like his motion. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They just don't like the motion. He's constantly moving, and every time he's in handstand state, sometimes you just pop him out. See, back in Tekken 7, if he was in handstand and you hit him with a mid, he falls. You can't juggle him. So it's like, okay. In this game, you finally get that opportunity, so people can't complain that much no more.
All right, so Game Awards. Everybody's talking about the Game Awards right now, and they happen every year. Or the Jeff Keighley Awards, whatever you want to call them. And the nominees came out, so I'm gonna try this. I haven't done this before, so I'm gonna try to do this right now. Hopefully, everybody doesn't go away when I do this.
Watch, you're gonna make his whole browser crash.
Maybe. We'll see.
It's
plugged in today. It's plugged in today.
And I completely disagree with that. They put Victor in S tier. He is A+ at best. At best. There's no way in the world he's an S tier character. Impossible. Only reason I think that we'll put him in S tier when it comes to damage. I would put him as S tier when it comes to damage output, but anything else, nah, he's A+ at best.
All right, so these.
Well, I guess where he's saying is like that is the medium then. You know what I'm saying?
The only reason why he's like A+ at best is because people don't play Victor right. People say, "Oh, you got to play all aggressive and all this other nonsense." No, he is a counter hitting phenomenon. Most of his damage comes from counter hit. Everything else, all his aggressive advances, are gimmicks. Literally can be jabbed out easily or armored out of.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it though.
That's why it's called a gimmick.
It doesn't. I mean, you're talking to the gimmick. I love gimmick characters. What are you talking about?
That's why I'm trying to tell you that is the definition of a gimmick. It doesn't look like it. Yes, it's a gimmick.
I love me some gimmick character. I played one for like 19, 20 years. Come on now. Anyways, so Game of the Awards. Let's go from the
Congratulations, Tabby.
bottom to the top.
I haven't
Alright.
been able to play Tekken ever since people's been on my PC as of lately.
Let's not get back on that. Everybody, we'll pick who we think would win. All right, even if you don't know who's in the category. Best esports team. You got
I don't know who the hell they are.
I don't know those guys. I don't watch on League of Legends.
Best esports athlete. Have no idea. No clue. No clue. All right, let's get
I'm not even gonna pick. I'm not even gonna vote. I'm like because like most of the crap I don't know.
Best esports game.
Yeah, no. I don't play
Valorant,
sports.
League, Dota, Counter Strike.
It's either gonna be Counter Strike or freaking
I watch some Counter Strike every now and then. I do. All right.
It's gonna be Valorant.
It's gonna be Valorant because that's like the hottest thing right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be Valorant.
Yeah, they generally pick games that are like popular or
It's gonna be
that
like the It's gonna be like the
journalism
Grammys.
Loves.
Yeah,
it's
but-
not, it's kind of sad.
All right, man. Just hit me up later, Tabby.
Best sports racing game. F1.
You know I ain't gonna pay attention to that.
EA, NBA 2K5, WWE 2K24. After having like a really bad WWE, they had a really good one this year.
So first off, like, why did they put WWE
In
2K
racing, it says
in
sports /
Sports
racing.
and race. Yeah. See, like
Well, it says sports / racing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they have NBA 2K in there too.
Yeah,
But my thing is that all those games are bogus.
Hey,
WWE
wants
app
to
is
play-
definitely.
I was like, who wants
not
to play that
supposed to be in
2K?
there. They should have put UFC in there instead of WWE 2K. That was stupid of them. So this is already looking like a joke.
Hey, Dimson, what game did you want in there? Say it
I
again.
said, who wants to play like 2K?
2K what?
right.
2K what?
He's talking about PGA.
PGA 2K.
This fool.
Them guys were looking for me everywhere. They're like, yo, hey, Echo's on, let's play. They're like, yo, man, we'll see you on. I'm like, hey, I'm on right now, I'm playing.
Stupid. All
This
right.
guy.
He's like, I'm playing right now. I just got a birdie. Like, wait, what?
Best family game: Astro Bot, Princess Peach, Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, A Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, or The Plucky Squire.
Thank God Smash is not in there.
I mean,
Zelda, probably.
Yeah, I'll probably say Legend of Zelda.
I
Smash
think-
is a family game, bro. I'm gonna always
Seniority.
say it.
I think Astrobot's gonna take it. The way everybody's talking about Astrobot, I haven't played it, but people tend to love it. Best community support: Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3.
Stop right there. That's
Baldur's
literally
Gate
what's
3.
gonna win.
Let me just say it. Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14, Helldivers 2, No Man's Sky.
It's
Fortnite.
Baldur's Gate. It's Baldur's Gate.
Probably
Yeah, it's
Baldur's
gonna be
Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
It's
All right,
Baldur's
everybody put
Gate.
20 up.
What a second being like
I'll put that
Helldivers.
mask that you're supposed to buy me up.
No, you know what? I was just thinking about that. Forget that mask. How about this? I'm gonna send you a stress ball.
I don't need a stress ball.
I mean,
The one at the dog, you can sit to squeeze the neck.
If you send me a stress ball, that's gonna piss me off more. I'm not even gonna use the stress ball. I'm gonna chuck it at something.
Well, perfect. See,
all
so it
right.
works. You do something with
Innovation
it.
Damn.
and accessibility: Call of Duty, Diablo, Dragon Age, Prince of Persia, and Star Wars.
I'm gonna have to say Diablo 4 because the game automatically starts off with voice navigation.
That is true. I had to turn it off. You're right. All right, this is where we got to stop at because this is Wollie Mopped podcast. Best fighting game,
Ah, here we go. What we get?
bruh.
FGC drama. Here we come.
Bruh.
All right, time to rage quit. Go ahead. Time to rage quit.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero,
Tap
Grand Blue
out.
Fantasy versus Marvel versus Capcom Fighting Collection,
Tap out.
Tekken 8.
Tap out.
Tapping out.
They're
Tapping
putting
out.
Marvel vs. Capcom. They might
They
as well
put
put Tekken Tag up there.
multiverses back in the same thing.
What have you? Well, it
It's
just
the second time that this game is on there. Last time it was a fucking beta. Don't sit here and try to defend it. It's not going to be defended. No, I'm done. I am sick and tired of the fact that this game is even being brought up as a fighting game.
it just came out this
Oh,
year.
man.
But it just came
Oh,
out
my
this year.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
It was a beta the last time and it got a reward. If it wins another reward get him, but I hit something.
Oh my goodness. Man. Oh my God.
Didn't Street Fighter come out last year? Or was that not last year?
Yeah, Street Fighter came out last year. Yeah.
Where's Street Fighter 6?
Okay. So here's my thing with the best fighting game. Number one, because fighting games have longer seasons, right? Should all the fighting games be judged on their season or if it comes out that year? Because Marvel vs. Capcom, the collection, even though it came out this year, it's a re-release of a 20-some-year-old game. I don't think it should be on it.
I don't think it even has to go by year. I think it just needs to go based upon the amount of people that's still playing the game. Like, minus Marvel, that thing is like 30 years old. Oh, no, it does not need to be in there. The Punisher is in that game. Is in that game.
If the Punisher was the reason why I actually bought it. That's the reason why I bought it.
That right there is disqualified for best fighting game.
No,
okay?
Well, if it wasn't for the Punisher, we wouldn't have the Marvel series.
I mean,
quite literally, we would not have the Marvel.
Stop trying to defend this, Wolf. It does not be in best fighting game in the year 2024 when the game has been out for over 30 years.
1998. 1998. It dropped in 98.
You just gotta accept.
I'm not accepting this. I tapped out. They put Sporting Zero in best fighting game, bro.
Yeah,
and they don't even have a long community anymore because it's hot dog doo-doo.
Yeah, everybody
Tekken
left.
8, I can understand. Grand Blue has a huge community. I played the game not too long ago, and it is packed. How did
they sell 3 million copies in a week and then have nobody playing the game? It's crazy.
Because it's Dragon Ball. They literally went by the name. The name itself is what caused the sales. But when they played the game and realized how dog doo-doo it is, they was like, I'm good. I'll play this for like a week and then I'm gonna give it up. I'm done with the story anyway. I'll wait till next DLCs come out.
Okay, if Tekken 8 doesn't win, I mean,
if Tekken 8 doesn't win, I'm tapping out. I'm just gonna go drink a beer. I'm not even gonna have.
If Multiverses wins for second
I guarantee you, with the dumb community that they are, and I still have Trump supporters not allowed in my chat, so I'm gonna say it like this: if you vote for Multiverses, you voted for Trump.
So if if we went by like what developer, like no matter, so if the game has come out in the last like 3 years and it's still like on their season, or it would be Guilty Gear is on their fourth season.
I was gonna say, you want a really good season game? Say Guilty Gear because they're on their fourth season and that game is still up and popping.
And it still
that should have been on the list.
Yeah, I still don't think it would be.
Where? Oh, you want to know what else? Where's Under Night and Birth? Where's that at?
Right, the sequel just came out this year and it is packed. People are playing it.
It just came out this year. Where's Under Night 2?
Well, they do it based off of sales, and they do it based off of like those type of metrics. So if it didn't crack a certain number, they
first off, if you want to talk that bullshit with me, Multiverses is a free-to-play game. You can't buy that piece of shit, so you can't put that game on best fighting game.
Hey, I'm just telling you what they say. Don't at me like I'm
not trying to shoot. I'm not trying to shoot the messenger, Lone Wolf.
I'm just telling you, man. That's how they do it.
Like pie in the sky.
Metrics of player count and by
you said it.
That's what I was gonna say.
You said it. You said it.
There.
Player
you just said it right there. Player count. But you want to know something else? You want to know who has a bigger count and should have been on that list? And y'all may not know this game, but it's got numbers. Brawl fucking Holla. Where's Brawl Holla at?
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna put Multiverses on there, why not have Brawl Holla? Brawl Holla did come out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
It came out years ago.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they're still updating. They just came out with a bunch of cross references, like Tomb Raider's on there. The Walking Dead is on there. Not SpongeBob, but Rayman is on there. They did a Street Fighter crossover. They did Ezio from from Assassin's Creed is on there. Like, come on, bro. That game is like the fighting platform game of Fortnite. That's what it basically is, man. That game should have been up there before Multiverse.
And don't forget about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Oh my god. You need me to roast that game right now.
No,
Because
listen,
I could go on. I'll go on for hours just roasting that.
We're moving on. We're moving on. I wanted to get it off my chest, and we're moving on. We're moving on.
I'll roast the daylights out of that piece of crap game.
All right, so best action game: Stellar Blade, Warhammer 40K, Helldivers. I think this is a good. Which one? Call of Duty or Black Myth Wukong. I'm gonna say
Okay.
Wukong gets it. I'm gonna say.
You're gonna have to stop right there. Why is Silent Hill 2 a best action?
What?
But
But that's best action adventure.
That is not an action adventure. That's a suspense horror. Oh my god.
You're right.
I think they made it more actiony than
it's a remake, right? It's not a It's not a It's a remake.
But my question is this: if you're gonna take a game like Silent Hill and remake it and turn it into an action game, you just ruin the whole base of the game.
What action adventure? Before we
the
get
game, that was the first game that I ever played that jump scared me, bro.
Before we get there, who do we think is gonna win? Black Myth,
But
Call
if
of
I was to
Duty,
choose one,
Helldivers,
I'm gonna have to go
Warframe.
with Prince of Persia. I'm gonna have to go with Prince of Persia on that one.
But the one below it, below.
What,
I'll probably say Black Myth Wukong.
I'm gonna say Black Myth.
Yeah.
Black Myth? Oh, for best action?
Yeah, best action.
Yeah, for best action.
I don't know,
Warhammer,
man.
or Warhammer.
I'm gonna have to say Warhammer on this one. Call of Duty is not winning that award. I don't know why that's even on there.
For best graphics, I'm gonna say Stellar Blade.
For best action, I would probably have to say personally Helldivers, just from where it came from. The amount of money, the amount of money that it fucking
it was
just people coming in there, and then they are constantly like upping the game, and they're constantly releasing new shit for it.
What's crazy is that they made that game on an engine that no longer
that's insane. That's fucking insane. Isn't that fucking insane?
That's wild. I could not believe that. I was
engine
like,
is the it's old Maya engine. It's old Maya engine. And they don't use it anymore. No, there are no updates for it anymore. There's no support for it anymore. And they were just like, yeah, fuck it, let's do this shit.
And it still looks as good as it does.
And it came out phenomenal.
And it looks amazing, yeah.
I'd have to, and just for the amount of shit you could do in the game, I would have to say best action,
ridiculous.
My personal opinion will be Helldivers.
Yeah, you definitely got it, bro. Like that Helldivers got it, bro. Like when it comes to like that. But Warhammer is just got such.
I think for the name behind Warhammer, it would more than likely win. But from the Corazon, I would say.
Well, I'm gonna say just like they were saying, Black Myth came out spontaneously, and that thing came out as a banger when it came out.
It did, but I don't think its appeal lasted as long as they were hoping.
I agree.
Because a lot of people were going into it wanting another Souls-like game that plays like.
You want to know what else is actually going to? You want to know what else is going to prevent it from actually getting an award?
China.
Keeping it console based.
Yeah.
On one particular console,
well,
which means certain people didn't get a chance to touch the game, which means they won't vote for it.
Yeah, Helldivers 2, it's coming out on Xbox, but I don't think that's till next year.
Yeah, it's not till next year, but I'm gonna be playing the daylights out of Helldivers when it comes out. Oh my god!
I want to also shout myself. This entire time, I've been kind of also playing Tekken, and I just made it to Shinryu, and I'm just slightly happy about that.
I would have been playing it right now if it wasn't for my shit not working.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
I'm done.
Now on to best action, best action / adventure. Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. I'm going to go with Outlaws.
I'm going with Prince of Persia. I'm sorry, Prince of Persia has a lot of background to it.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking about Star Wars, by the way.
I know Star Wars Outlaws. I was like, man, this man's really hitting the curve bullet with that
one. Like he's really about to crash out right now. He's really about to crash out.
My man really thought he was in the movie Wanted trying to curve bullets with the Star Wars Outlaws.
I'm going with Prince of Persia 2. I think Tony P, you saw me playing that game. I was like, I was addicted for a weekend. Like I almost missed the gig.
Play that game.
I almost missed the gig messing around with that fucking game, bro. Like for real.
Yeah, no, but I was like,
it-
I was like, Prince of Persia did look dope. Like just off of seeing Dre play, I would go personally.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was dope. It was no. I still
But-
got to finish it, but it's dope. All
Yeah.
right. Best content creator. Who we have here? We
No,
got.
no, can we just bypass that? 'Cause nobody gives a fuck about it.
What about typical gamer?
I don't know
I mean,
any of the. I know the only one that I've heard of is Queso. The other one, I don't even know who they are.
I'm gonna be real with you. The content creator part is Boo Boo Kins. You can skip that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just looked
there's
at the
not.
names, and all the
don't care.
people that we want to see is not up there,
Yeah.
so it's a
Yeah.
waste of time.
Yeah, so let's just
That's fair.
bypass it. Because
yeah.
there's
Games
nothing
for-
to talk about.
Games for Impact. I don't know any game on here except for Senua Saga, Hellblade 2.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't have to look at none of those. Life is Strange is on there. They're going to win it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot about that, the
Just
new
because,
one, yeah.
just because Life is Strange is on there, yeah. I would say that for the presentation, Senua's Saga is really good. But-
Yes, but it's Life is Strange.
Yeah, Life is Strange is it's the popular pick. It's going to be
Okay.
the popular pick.
Best role playing game.
Elden
It's gonna
Ring.
go to Elden Ring. It's
Elden
gonna
Ring.
go to. I don't.
Elden
I
Ring.
really don't think Elden Ring should.
You
even
ain't
be
gotta
on
say
this
shit else. I'm a yell when I say this. Ain't no Dragon Dogma. Ain't no Final Fantasy 7 again Rebirth or Dragon Infinite. None of that shit.
But
It's
Elden
gonna
Ring
be
came
straight
out
up
2 years
Elden Ring.
ago. Elden Ring came out 2 years ago, though.
It don't matter. They
Well,
just
no.
had
They're
Shadow. They just had the Shadows expansion, which is a banger. By the way,
they're counting. They're not counting Elden Ring the game. They're counting just Shadow of the Erdtree. They're
Just
not
the best-
counting.
or-
Yeah, they're
they're
counting the DLC.
counting it as a role play.
And for the game, for the was it the Video Game Awards? They just changed the stipulations so that games that are DLC can be nominated again.
which is
for
why
Game of
which
the
is
Year.
why they put Shadow of the Erdtree
Yeah,
on there.
and it's
'cause
gonna
that's
and it's more
expansion.
than likely gonna fucking win. It's
It
going
is.
to.
It is.
going
It's
to
gonna
If-
win.
if
So it's kind of like
if
what's the
DLC
fucking point?
but wouldn't that go under ongoing game, or is that a different
It
thing?
should be under ongoing game. You're correct. But what they've done is they've changed the ruling so that a DLC can be
Caleb, time for bed,
nominated
baby.
for the
Go
best
in your
game
room,
of the year. Game of the
turn
year.
off your light, and hop in a blanket.
All right, next
Okay.
up we got most anticipated
What?
game, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Uri,
Grand
was it
Theft Auto.
Yote?
Just
Grand Theft Auto 6, Metro
Grand Theft
Prime
Auto
4,
6.
It's gonna
or
be
Monster
GTA.
Hunter Wilds.
Yeah, GTA 6. GTA 6.
okay. Most anticipated game. You already know GTA 6 is gonna be the winner, and
Oh,
or
yeah.
like a Monster Hunter might actually be
Monster
a big
Hunter,
close.
yeah.
second.
I'm gonna do it in a list, right? GTA 1 is gonna be on the top.
Yeah,
It's,
Yep.
number one.
Easily.
It's gonna be on the fucking top.
yeah.
I would say number two, just for the amount of shit that that you could do, and it's gonna be. I'm really excited for this one. Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
Monster
I
Hunter
would
Wilds,
say
yep.
tied for number 3 because I think the hype is kind of equal for them. Number 3 is going to be Metroid Prime.
Metroid
Metroid
Prime.
Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4.
And-
Then
and
it's going to
maybe-
be Ghost of Yote, and then it's going to be Death Stranding. Because
Stranding.
Death Stranding, people are kind of like, what the
Weird.
fuck? Death Stranding?
It's just weird. It's a
Yeah,
weird
it's like
game.
Death Stranding
weird.
is just it's definitely one of those things that puts you on the fence
Mm.
because the game itself is pretty damn good, but it's so slow and you just don't
Yeah.
if you're not really into that type of stuff. But I'm gonna say this: if you like Indiana Jones, there, Red, you might like Death Stranding.
I played it. I played it. Yeah.
With Death Stranding, I enjoyed it because it was kind of cathartic. You're not. It's not overly like fucking crazy shit just happening.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get to point A to
When
point
it
B,
does,
trying
it
to
does
figure out
now.
the best way to- Yeah, when it
It
does go
does,
like
it
fucking
does.
crazy, it goes
Woo.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
but for most of the game, you're just kind of. It's a fucking Kojima game.
Yeah.
So when you play a Kojima game, it's like slow. Okay, back to
And
slow.
then you know
Kinda,
your
and that's what they did to all the Metal Gear games.
because your poop is your
Yeah.
weapon.
Well, because fucking goddamn Kojima poop and piss are your weapons, to be honest. But the thing about Kojima is a video game developer that desperately wants to be a fucking movie director.
he
he
does.
wants-
Right.
So desperate.
The
He's
emphasis
so
on
desperate, bro. Like, oh my god, it's so bad.
it's oh god, it's like just make movies, dude. He's like, I really want to. I'm like, just fucking go do it. Like, I love your game. Metal Gear is super cool, but for fuck's sake, you make movies. Like the entire experience, like playing Metal Gear for the first time. I heard it explained this way: playing Metal Gear for the first time is fucking amazing when you're young because you're like, oh, this story and this intrigue and stuff like that, yada yada, right? And then after you play it like maybe the second time and you want to go back to it, you're just like, wow, this game's only like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
That like
Yeah.
when you play Metal Gear Solid 2, like the original Metal Gear, you're like, man, this game is nostalgic. It's great. It's
Yeah.
awesome. And then you play Snake Eater, like, yo, this is phenomenal. Blah blah. And then you play all the Metal Gears all the way up, and then you play the remake of Snake Eater, and you're like, ah, damn, this is only like 3 hours
I'll
long.
play some Wolfenstein
Yeah.
3D, see what happens.
Best indie game
well,
and best debut indie game.
Wolfenstein's
Do we
so
know
good.
any of these games?
I've
No.
seen
I've
some
seen
clips.
Neva.
I heard about
Neva, I've seen- I
Balatro.
haven't heard-
I heard people talking
I haven't
about
heard about
Balatro.
Yeah, I've seen Neva. Neva looks really good. I did see some Animal Well that's actually not bad. Balatro, I did see some.
I've been hearing
It's
a lot.
o-
Best
it's
independent game.
okay.
Everybody's been talking about Balatro. I think that's the game.
Yeah,
everybody's talking
Balatro
about.
is probably gonna be the one that's gonna win it out of all of those.
Best multiplayer game. Call of Duty 6. Black Ops.
Why is Tekken on there?
It's a it's a versus game.
Are we gonna argue about this right now? Because look, I'm gonna point this out, bro. I'd rather see Mario Party win over Tekken 8. I'd rather I'll even make it worse. I'd rather see Minecraft servers win over
Okay,
Tekken
here's
8.
I'll ask you a question.
And not multiverses.
Yeah, I mean, and I asked this question: why don't you want Tekken to be on best multiplayer?
I don't want it to be in best multiplayer because of the fact that it should be best fighting game, and just leave it at that. Fighting game. That's the orientation of where it needs to be. There's nothing really like crazy phenomenal about the multiplayer in Tekken 8 except the lounge. The lounge and then
The lounge is
fighting
actually kind of is actually kind of fire. But I think the entire idea is just multiplayer experience, not necessarily like massive multiplayer experience. Like all these games on here are basically like you're playing with at least 4 people, right?
If it was
Yeah,
a massive
yeah,
multiplayer
yeah.
experience, we'd be
Yeah,
talking
but
about-
it just for the like fighting games now are in that sphere of multiplayer. They're in that sphere of online multiplayer in some way, form, or fashion. And Tekken
why is
8,
my-
Tekken 8 is just it just kind of sort of did stuff that you didn't think it would do for a fighting game these past few years.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I think Street Fighter did it first, though.
Yeah,
when it came to
you're
that.
you're right. You're absolutely correct. But for this year, I gotta say that Tekken 8 had more of an impact in fighting games for its multiplayer than Street Fighter did.
I think
Probably, yeah.
I think Tekken took a lot of Street Fighter players from Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's because you don't like Ken. You can shut up.
yeah, that's true.
But even before then, I was saying that
Even
yo, I
before
think I
Ken,
might be
before
playing.
Ken.
You know, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say
It's
anything.
Ken. No. It's even the saddest reason is Ken's good. Ken's
That's what
good
makes
in
me
this
so
game.
mad.
You wanna
Like,
know
I
why?
don't.
No. He's carried his hatred for Ken since
Since
Street Fighter, since Street Fighter 5, yeah.
Five.
He's garbage. It's like, okay, now he's good. Well, I don't like how it looks. You just want a reason to not like Ken. Fine. I wish you would just quit the bullshit act and just say, I don't want to like Ken anymore. It's
Thank you. Someone
and
please
just say it. Jesus.
tell
fucking-
him.
Every time I'm
Roast
like,
his
yo,
ass.
like,
Taking my medicine.
Roast
Ken is a good character now. Like he's
And you wanna
literally
know what pisses-
one of the
you wanna know
top
what
tier
pisses
characters
me
for
off?
Street Fighter.
Who does
And
Steve
you're-
Fox look like without his fucking boxing
Ken.
gloves?
He
Ken.
he gravitates towards a lot of fucking Ken-like players or
Right.
Ken-like characters because he
does have a
likes his
DP.
character and he's always liked the character. But the problem that he has is because he had one bad Ken game. One bad Ken game, which is even
One.
sadder. That's even sadder. One bad Ken game. Ken is like probably the top of the top tier for Street Fighter. Fucking, he's gone.
He ran away.
He's gone. He's gone. He's become like
Try-
literally.
try to-
Oh my
He's
goodness.
been for all the
Look, he
Street
ran away.
Fighter 6,
He ran away
all the Street
again.
Fighter 6. This man has been bitching and moaning about, or Street Fighter 5. He was bitching and moaning about how bad Ken is, but he's stuck with Ken, and that's the one thing I can respect him. He's stuck with Ken. He still play. He played with other characters, but he's still like, yeah, he's just not
But
good.
now all
Now
of a
he has
sudden
a a kid, that is good. That is legitimately good. And he's like, I don't like how he looks. Like, bitch, get over it, man.
And this is the same.
So
guy
who
that,
do we
like,
think is gonna win best multiplayer? Hell,
I would have to say
Super Mario or
Nintendo's
Helldivers?
probably gonna win it. So
I'm gonna say,
but yeah, I would gotta say I would say Helldivers too.
I'm gonna have to say Blops on this one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to say Blops on this one.
Okay. I have a really like love-hate relationship with the Call of Duty series over years, right? Like I have trouble going back to it, especially for multiplayer, because it feels simultaneously like something new and something old at the same time, and I don't know how to feel about it. I just don't know how to feel about it. Like I miss the days of old, because I used to play fucking shooters religiously. Jesus Christ, I miss the days of like old team deathmatch and hardcore deathmatch and stuff like that for Call of Duty, because I stopped playing Call of Duty consistently. Well, yeah. Well, it's not that part that bothers me, because I know they're still there. It's just the feel of the game. I don't know. It's just, it feels, like I said, that's the thing where I'm torn. It feels both simultaneously new and old at the same time. Like it's the same type of gameplay, but like with like tweaks and stuff like that to it too. And
Have you played
I
6
can't.
yet?
What's that?
Have you played 6 yet?
I haven't played 6 yet. I've played the. I played. What was the last one? I played.
I'm just gonna Modern Warfare 3.
No, was Modern Warfare 3 the last? Yes, I played Modern Warfare 3 the last one. Yeah,
that was my vibe right there.
I was like it vibe, but it still feels like it's strongly more. It's pushing strongly more towards like the battle royale type shooters, and so I don't know.
Okay, see, now you're talking about Warzone.
Yeah. It's like
take
the
Warzone
style.
and toss that. You can take Warzone and toss that garbage, but go back to playing Modern Warfare, because Modern Warfare itself feels great. Black Ops does actually feel good. Like if you play the game right, it's actually pretty good. But as for Red, I don't know if he felt good playing.
I'm not gonna give up on it yet. We're still gonna. It's gonna take me a couple of different times to get it, but it wasn't bad. I can't say anything about it yet until I play it a couple more times.
Are we doing multiplayer again?
Oh yeah, definitely next week, Monday or Tuesday. Best adaptation game. I don't know what that means.
No. Best adaptation, like they came out with a
adaptation
based
best adaptation
off of a game. So Arcane on Netflix, Fallout that was on, what was it, Paramount Plus? I think it was.
Oh, Arcane.
Yeah. Knuckles was on Paramount Plus. Like a Dragon Yakuza. I'm like, no, don't give me a live action Yakuza. Like I love the Yakuza series. Love the Yakuza.
I'm gonna have to go with Arcane.
Arcane,
yeah,
hands down. Arcane
just recently came out with something.
Yeah, I'll say Arcane.
I gotta say the top 3 that I'm kind of I would say Knuckles would be like a runner up in some way, form, or fashion.
Yeah,
but the 2 that I cannot decide would be Arcane and Fallout, because Fallout
That's
really
right.
fucking
That
well.
is right.
Fallout
was crazy good.
Arcane.
I think Fallout wins. Fallout wins.
Arcane. You got to remember, Arcane dominated Netflix for a while. It was number 1 for quite some time.
But what's called it dominated Amazon.
Yeah, Fallout fucking like.
Yeah, I'm going with Fallout. I'm going with Fallout.
Watch count for
it's close. It's close, but Fallout. Yeah.
I would say I like those 2. I'm kind of like, I don't fucking know, bro.
Is somebody doing like? Yeah, somebody's doing like commands on my stuff. My bad. Go ahead.
Best audio: Astrobot, Call of Duty, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua Saga. Hellblade 2 is gonna get it, and Silent Hill 2.
This is where I want to headbutt them, because Tekken 8 soundtrack would have been great for best audio.
Well, no, they're not doing score and music. That would be up in score and music.
Yeah, right.
That's right here.
But audio is just
when it comes to audio, I'm gonna have to give it to Silent Hill, because you have to have suspense behind your sound.
All right, well let's just do both of them together then. So audio and best score: Astrobot, Final Fantasy, Metaphor. I haven't played Metaphor, but everybody said Metaphor is really good. Or Stellar Blade. Probably going to Astrobot, right?
Stellar Blade was Final Fantasy's not doing it, bro. I'm sorry.
No, for best score, I think that Final Fantasy will win for best score.
I don't know, bro.
Just on its name alone. Just on its name, not for like I love
Stellar Blade got some bomb music.
No, it got some bomb music. Don't get me wrong. Stellar Blade has some bomb music, but
that orchestra though.
Like The orchestra is
Look,
what
That
I think.
orchestra,
I'm gonna be. This is like how. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is like how people like to always listen to the Guile music theme of the old one versus the
Love
new
it.
one. I'm like, for all the people who like the old one, I'm sorry.
It goes with
when I tell
everything.
you this. That song sucks.
It goes with
always
everything.
sucked. It was
Whoa.
complete utter garbage. And I don't care. You can hate
Whoa.
me on that. I will take Ryu's theme over Guile's theme any day of the week.
Get out of here.
Okay.
I
Hold
am
on. Time
not.
before we continue. I have to say I horribly disagree with you there.
I can't do Guile's sound.
No. Well, and I say that because like
Oh
it's
yeah,
the
I'm like, no, please, no.
there's way more than that. there's
That's the 8-bit sound
it's
system.
it's the thing about
I
Street
can't do
Fighter
it.
2's music. Like there are so many different songs in Street
Go
Fighter
ahead.
2 that are just good and I have become iconic. I don't think like you cannot
It is.
like
That's
Mr.
the. You
Guile
just
theme.
said it right there. It's an iconic song.
Yeah, you can't.
That doesn't mean I gotta like
No,
iconic
I'm
songs.
not telling you that you,
Or
don't, that
iconic
you have to
games.
like it. But what I'm saying is you can't just be like this
Just
shit.
because I don't like
sucks.
Marvel 2 don't mean shit. Shut up.
Yeah, you
I'll
can't say
play-
the
I
Guile
will
theme
play it.
sucks.
I will enjoy it, but that doesn't mean that I love the game like you guys do.
I get it.
I
say
like
that
the
Guile
game.
theme
Doesn't mean I
sucks,
love it.
though. You don't like the Guile theme, cool, but it sucks.
No, it went. It went from okay, cool, Guile theme to okay, y'all are overplaying it. Okay, now y'all are treating this like not like us. Like chill out, bro.
Scroll back down because we.
But I
didn't
love
do-
me some not like us, so don't get that twisted. And then it's like, okay, then the new Guile theme comes out. Oh, this one sucks, bro. Oh, this one is check.
It
This one
doesn't.
is.
I think all the
But
music.
it hits. It hits perfectly the way he looks, and it
and-
hits
and
perfectly in the game.
I would have to say in Street Fighter 6, all of the music doesn't have the same amount of weight as previous.
Very mid.
Title.
Very mid.
They like and there's two songs in there that I absolutely fucking love. Cammy's theme, I don't know what about it. I really fucking like it. And goddamn Zangief's theme. That shit is hard. That shit is hard as fuck. I don't care what that shit is hard.
Geef's theme is hard. Geef's theme is really good.
My favorite theme as of right now is Akuma stage theme.
Akuma stage theme is really good too. But
Hey,
like, it's like there are a bunch of parts that are good throughout Street Fighter 6's like score, but like it doesn't have like
nothing like Rashid's score in 5,
titles.
right?
Yeah. When they didn't bring back that shit for Street Fighter 6, I was like, I was robbed.
Bruh.
Like Street Fighter 6's or Street Fighter 5's
music
score was really good. It was
Yeah.
really good. Street Fighter 4's really good, even though I wasn't a big fan of the intro fucking song.
All my life, I'm waiting for this moment.
It's
my destiny.
God, I hate that song so much. When I heard that song, I wanted to rip every vein out of my earlobe.
It's so bad. I was like,
God.
I was like, no.
I
Think about this. You go
these
from
needles so bad.
you go from Street Fighter 3 that's like, let's get it on. I would like to make your first pick to like to my destiny. I'm like, this is what happened. What happened?
What the hell is going on?
What just happened, bro?
What happened to my Street Fighter?
All right, so
I want to say something about best audio.
All right, go ahead.
Senua's Saga.
That was my pick.
Had the audio
Yeah.
for that game.
Audio
Because
is-
it's one of those things you have to play with a headset. Because the same thing with the first game, you have to play with a headset. The voices fucking speaking all over and whispering, and it fucks you up and stuff. And it kind of plays so well with the visuals as well. Because sometimes there won't be a visual cue or there won't be a visual like indicator of like some shit going on, or her mind is playing a trick on her. But the audio will make you fucking still be like, did I fucking see something? Because the voices are saying I might have seen something, or I'm doing something, or I'm not paying attention to something.
And it's subtle. It's not right away. It's like after you played it for like a couple of hours, or like you're like 2 or 3 hours into it, then it really starts to like really like.
And I can imagine Silent Hill would do the exact same thing because it's a horror game. Yeah. I think the thing that Silent Hill doesn't do is you don't hear constant fucking voices in your goddamn head. That's the weird thing about Senua's Saga.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Shit.
You're
just like fucking.
I know. I played Senua. The Senua is definitely one of those things. Like, oh my god! Like There's an actual a disease that actually that game is based upon.
Mhm.
So when I
Schizophrenia.
actually studied when I actually studied that mental disease, I was like, oh my god, this is
Schizophrenia,
something
yeah.
that people actually committed suicide for dealing with this type of ordeal. So with them actually creating a game that actually lets you know exactly how it feels and how you visually see it at the same time hearing it constantly in your ear, constant whispers talking about don't do this. Oh, she's about to do it right now. Don't do like bro, that literally is what happens when they go into that type
Yeah.
of insanity.
So
Yeah.
I got best audio Cinema and I got best score Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
I would probably say those two. Yeah.
I would say Silent Hill for best audio,
Okay.
and then for best music, I'm gonna have to say Stellar.
All right. Moving on.
go.
Best performances.
Do we have to do best performance?
No. We're gonna go past.
Because I would say Cinema Saga again.
Best narrative. Best narrative we can do though. Final Fantasy, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
After looking at the list,
Metaphor,
looking at
fantastic.
the list,
It's gonna be Metaphor. It's gonna be Metaphor.
I'm gonna go with Senua because it
Yeah.
is the narrative in Senua is so you're literally that person going through it, and when you feel every bit of pain that girl is going through the entire thing of Hellblade.
I think Metaphor is gonna win a bunch of awards. And this is
Yeah,
gonna
but I
be
don't
one of
think
them.
it's gonna get I don't think it's gonna get narrative. I think Senua's gonna win that one.
I think I'm
because-
actually shocked that Like a Dragon's on this fucking list.
Infinite Wealth is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game.
No. Like I said, I love the Yakuza series. Like I did the Yakuza series. I blew through the Yakuza series. I was like, holy shit, this fucking shit's really fucking
when it
goddamn
goes
good.
to when it comes to best mobile game, I'm gonna pause you so hard on this one.
So
I can already see the winner for that one.
Are we doing best mobile game?
It's Zenless Zone Zero and
it's Triple Z.
Is that a mobile? How is that a mobile?
Yeah,
it's a mobile game. It is a mobile game.
I played it on my PS5.
I have it on my phone.
Oh, here you go. Genshin Impact.
It's a gacha game.
Yeah, it's Genshin Impact. And Genshin Impact is
Impact.
also, you could play it on console and PC, but at its heart and its core, it's a mobile game.
Yep.
Best art direction, Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
It's gonna get
Or Metaphor.
I would say it's
either that or Black Myth.
Yeah, it's gonna be those three.
Oh, that's gonna be hard because Astrobot's up there too, though.
Astrobot, art direction's neat, but not like
I'm gonna go with it's. Yeah, it's not gonna be like Black Myth
or Elden Ring. I mean, I'm gonna say it. Like, I love me some Elden Ring, but bruh, the art direction really hasn't changed. We know the art direction for it.
I already see the winner for ongoing
game.
Diablo 4.
Yeah,
it's not Diablo. It's Fortnite.
It's going to be Fortnite. Fortnite's going to win.
Fortnite is like its own platform at this moment.
I'm glad that Destiny 2's up there, but the community scene has actually went down since the end of Final Shape.
How the fuck is Diablo up there? Jesus Christ!
It had such a flop. It had such a flop the first season.
Final Fantasy, I would say for a fan favorite, Final Fantasy 14 would be best.
Yeah, that's but
Fortnite is going to win it.
It's going to win.
Best game direction: Astrobot, Balatro, which I haven't played, Black Myth WolfCon, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or Metaphor.
It's Elden Ring. I'm sorry, Elden Ring.
I'm saying that Metaphor's up there though.
Metaphor's up there, but it's either between Black Myth or Elden Ring.
Yeah, because I would say Elden Ring more than likely.
Game direction?
Game direction? For game direction, because it's not this. It still feels like Elden Ring. Don't get me wrong, but they still added a bunch of stuff that ties in really well, so you don't feel like you're this super overpowered person in the shadow of the.
Yeah, they changed a lot of the gameplay,
and they added weapons, they added spells, they added a bunch of shit to it too.
There's a guy in Japan who states it perfect when it comes to Elden Ring. He said Elden Ring is an RPG where you're always forced to be the weakest character in the game.
On the screen, yeah.
Yep.
And you beating one enemy makes you feel great.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to say best game direction has to be Elden Ring.
And the big one.
Do we have no?
The big one.
We know.
Astrobot, Balatro. Black Myth
Negative.
Wukong, Elden
Negative.
Ring,
No.
Final Fantasy
Yes.
VII Rebirth, or Metaphor?
No.
Black
It's going to
Myth?
be Elden Ring. It's going to
It's
be Elden
Elden
Ring. It's going to be Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
Black
is
Myth.
Elden Ring.
Yes.
It's going to
Elden Ring.
it's going to be Elden Ring.
It's Elden
Tony,
Ring.
dim
That-
sum.
that-
What do you
that's
guys think? This is game of the year. This is the big one.
Elden Ring. 'Cause that's what
I'll
I've
say
been
Elden
more
Ring.
of.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll say Elden Ring.
I'm gonna be the
I mean,
I'm gonna be the
if Black Myth get it, I wouldn't be mad though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Black
I
Myth.
wouldn't be upset, but I would be shocked because
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll be shocked, but I wouldn't be upset.
I
Yeah,
don't think
I'll be shocked, but I wouldn't be upset.
I'm furious because Elden Ring should not be on there. It shouldn't be on the fucking list. It just shouldn't. Like, goddamn, give other games a goddamn chance.
Final Fantasy. Every time I see 7, it pisses me off. I'm like,
Yeah, and I
bro,
think Final Fantasy
get over it.
It's a remake, though, right?
Oh no!
I don't. That's the third remake.
No,
It's not. It's not. It's got its.
No, no,
It's got
not
a
a
different
remake.
story, though.
Yeah, it's not a remake. The
It's a
only
sequel,
reason that I
basically.
would agree that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth should be on here is because it is a completely different story.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
a
playing the
sequel.
same Final Fantasy VII story.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I would say that it should be on here. That's it.
Yeah,
But
here's
Elden
why-
Ring is
Elden
an
Ring's nominated.
expansion of the same goddamn game. You're getting new stuff in it, but it is just it's literally
Nobody.
a part. You have to get to.
We might as well put
specific
WoW up
shit.
here if we're gonna do that, right? Like
What's that?
No,
World of
World of
Warcraft. It's
Warcraft
expansion, right?
But expansion
Well,
beyond
well,
expansion.
no,
Expansion,
but
I would say
here-
Warcraft.
Why,
Of course,
in
Warcraft.
that case, why isn't Destiny 2 up there?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's
Good.
that's the other thing.
Perfect. That's good.
Well,
Yeah.
But no. That's the thing. Player count. The player
That's
count for it has
exactly.
gone
Elden
down.
Ring.
But you know what? I
Elden
bet
Ring's
you,
player
like,
count
money wise,
Has
like he's
never went down for almost months, bro. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Tony,
what
you
game
still
has the
got
most kids?
you still got battery
What
life on
game
your
has the
phone?
most kids? Did so? You said what
Oh.
game has the most kids?
I'm saying
I
what
didn't
kids
say-
play the most?
What
Yeah,
kids
I,
play?
I would
you
say
won't see
probably
kids
out of
be
those
playing Elden Ring, but you will be seeing a lot of adults who have kids play Elden
playing.
Ring.
I would say that none of these
And
games
a lot of
on
kids
here
do
would
play.
be a
I
lot
hear
of
more
kids
Fortnite
games.
or what is it? Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, even on this for the game of the year list, I would say the amount of kids that would probably play any of the games would be Final Fantasy.
I'm gonna have to give it to the Elden Ring's gonna get the most rewards.
Yeah,
Probably.
they're just going to.
They're gonna get a good payout.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win quite a few of the things, I think, and it's just because
They're pulling
people
Taylor Swift.
dick ride on fucking From Software. Jesus Christ!
Hey,
Yeah.
man, dick riding is not a form of transportation. All right, let's get that right.
I mean, I tell that to them. They got it saddled up and everything. Like the entire game journalist industry is like Elden Ring. From Software can do absolutely no wrong. And you want to know what I'm surprised of is like I would if Armored Core has DLC.
I missed Armored Core.
Yeah, if Armored Core has DLC to it, would number one, if it does really well, would they do it for Game of the Year?
I don't know. That's a good
Because
question.
like the Armored Core was the only game that FromSoft made within the past few years, but that people it kind of sort of did because it kind of divided the fan base for it. So you had new people that were coming in that were like, yeah, this game's really fun, I really enjoyed stuff, and you had some of the old fan base that was like, yeah, this game's cool, but I kind of miss some of those stuff, and you had the like OG fan bases like, I can't play the control with my controller upside down. This game sucks, and you're like, the what?
Bro,
like-
what?
Yeah, back in I think it was like Armored Core 1, the Armored Core 1 series, and Armored Core
When everything
2,
was inverted?
yeah, they would invert everything. So a lot of players would play with the controller upside down and would fucking destroy the game. Because that was the best way to play it. And then about
Bro.
Armored Core 3 and 4,
People just did not. Those
it
were the
didn't
people
play the
that
same.
literally
It
did not know how to use the option button.
nope,
go to
they were like,
settings.
nope. Well, they swore by it because they were like, I'm not resetting the settings or anything like that because the settings don't feel right. Even still, the changing your controller settings don't feel right in your
They
hand.
felt
So they were like,
perfectly
put this bitch
fine.
upside down and let's
Yeah.
play. We're good. So you have those group of people like, it's good, but it feels like a Miyazaki From Software game. So I don't
So,
really, I'm
yeah,
not a big
yeah.
fan. So it's
Mhm.
like the game journaling industry is just they're writing From Software as long as it is like a Souls game.
Souls
If
like
it is
Souls
a
drama.
Souls-like game, and it has to be purely Souls-like, because for all intents and purposes, the new Armored Core is a Souls game. It plays
With-
like
with
a
mechs.
Souls-like,
Yeah.
just with mechs, right? It just does. But because it's not high fantasy and it has all the fucking crazy fantasy elements in it,
Yeah.
they're like, nah, it's not. They kind of sort of did well with the game, but it's kind of a
Not what they
even the
wanted, yeah.
story. Even the story is extremely like a Souls-born
Yeah.
game. It just is.
Tony P, can you intro this next piece since you brung this up?
For sure. All right, so oh, hold on, my phone fell. All right, so obviously we know the type. Obviously, we know the type of year that that Punk the God has had as far as winning CEO, winning EVO, and everything like that. Dude's always on top of things. So you guys are familiar with Noah the Prodigy, right? Like he's been kind of coming up, making his name through Street Fighter over the past year as well. Like he just won Blink Respawn last weekend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So so they're both kind of like riding highs, at this point in time. So of course Street Fighter League is going down. I haven't been watching it, but it's been going down or whatnot. So Punk's team, FlyQuest, and Noah the Prodigy's team, Cloud9, just played last week or whatnot, if I'm correct. And apparently there's been some beef that's been brewing between the two of them. And
Noah the Prodigy and Punk?
Yeah. Like if you watch, when you watch the video, you'll see like Punk playing. I don't know who he was playing against, but the whole time Punk's playing the guy he's playing, he's selling out the Noah the Prodigy at the same time. And then it just gets even crazier as it develops.
Oh,
so
by the way, I'm sorry for cutting you off. Wolf, we're gonna have to play after this.
This is the last topic.
Because like freaking the only reason why it's actually shutting down is because it claims that my PC doesn't have a memory, which somebody's gonna have to explain. Someone in this household is gonna have to explain to me why it's not working.
Too much OnlyFans.
All right, so all right. So Tony set it up. I'm gonna just let it play.
I'm gonna put some soul into it too.
You didn't want to keep this thing like you bandits.
Europe, bro. Stop talking to me, bro. Europe.
All right, we'll see.
Europe.
All right, we'll see.
What we gonna see about? Nothing.
We'll see.
We're gonna sit in
Look
that
how
chair.
your glasses are. What can y'all see?
Yo, Noah, getting under the skin of Punk.
You can say what it is.
So wait a minute. So Noah's kind of new, right?
Noah's new, but Homeboy knows how to back up his skill.
If you can call it how it is, because that was
Noah the Prodigy's only like 20. Noah the Prodigy's like 21.
You ain't been here before. I've been here before.
I've been here.
You keep your seat
All right,
there.
I'm going to kind of skim
Oh
through.
Lord!
No, look.
Trying to make my own highlights. It's about to heat up.
Fight up my life. Oh, wait.
Does Punk win this match?
Has an opportunity.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, slapping competition.
Well, just wait. So you'll see, because there's another part of the video after.
Yeah, I'm just skimming through. I'm just skimming through the matches real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was going to anti-air him. Needs to be careful in this situation. Looking for some heavy buttons. The anti-air
Oh
again.
my!
One more hit.
Yo, Punk should not have won this round.
All the way back with a
No,
He got robbed.
This guy Punk repping it for FlyQuest.
Bruh,
Dead?
you should have.
Hella damn.
You should have did super.
See, I was like,
Yeah.
So wait, brother, just pay attention now.
Oh my God.
You would kill them on chip.
Oh, see, this is why you don't want Punk angry, bro. I mean, but even still, man, this is like the evolution of Punk when it comes to this game and just the neutral. We've always talked about the whiff punish. This is going to be level 3. That's going to be the hit right there, Punk.
Hey, I hear Punk in the background saying, "Why you silent?
Yeah.
Why you silent?"
Yeah. Hold on,
Look
wait.
at my man popping off.
Yeah.
Lock in, you're on the bench. Never locked in. You have the worst Street Fighter League record. You're a bum.
JB knows.
He's like, man, why does
You can see it on the list as he regrets life. He's like, man.
got 3 bars? This is not a good look
no,
for
he's
JB.
dead.
The delay on the wake up, the level 3 is not a P, but it's pretty clean. That's gonna put FlyQuest
He
back
immediately
in the
goes
running.
into the
Oh, wow, he's on the stands talking to the other team. Wow, he's trying to tell him to play. Oh my God, the smacks.
All right, hold on. Pause it real quick. Okay, so That's one part of the whole thing, right? So then it comes down to where Punk ends up playing again, which you'll see as well. But what's interesting is who he's not playing against.
Oh, so he gets somebody else to play, buddy.
I'm good. So Noah ends
up picking somebody else on his team to play against Punk.
I heard that.
We heard a lot.
There ain't no way you're gonna sell out to me and then you and me don't square up.
Yeah, that sounds like a money match situation, right?
Nah,
exactly. So don't be surprised. So don't be surprised if at any point in time within the near future you end up seeing Punk and Noah the Prodigy go at it in real life.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, so this is it right here. He picked somebody else to go again. That's why Punk's smiling. I see.
I really don't.
Right. But you never know.
Yeah.
Just putting the idea out there, sprinkling it.
He did not want that smoke.
Sweet. Oh my God, he stayed on the same side. Wait a minute, what's gonna happen? Looking for it. Not gonna be enough. And
oh, so Punk actually lost that match.
He lost, yeah.
Yeah, but watch this though. That's why I said there's another part to the video. So watch this real quick.
Over FlyQuest, thanks to Lex in the tied match, where 5 points were on the line. Noah, the first to go congratulate everybody on the bench.
Hey, I'm gonna break that down for everybody that's not familiar.
He turned into a whole bitch when he lost, and I'm sorry, but when Punk loses, he needs to calm his salty ass down. Just fucking take the pound.
But this is the thing and this is where I'm gonna go with it, and this is why, to a degree, I can understand why Punk would not dap him up, bruh. We've been selling out this whole time. If you really got smoke with me,
run the one.
You'll put yourself up, and we'll sell the fade right then and there.
Bro, it's a team-based fighting tournament.
It's a team. I guess the team.
If Punk's trying to be a one-man army, that's his own damn fault. That's him just being a dumbass.
I gotta agree with that.
And then him getting his ass whooped by the team that the homie is in. That just means, bitch, you ain't good enough for me. You just got beat by one of my homies in the squad.
Yeah, Geese Howard doesn't automatically let Terry just come up into his building like, yes, I'll fight you. No, he's like, you gotta fight Billy Kane. You gotta fight all these dudes down here before you can even get to me. That's kind of how you.
That's what he's saying, and that I have to respect him for doing what he did. He played it as a team-based moment.
All right. Okay, Shadow. Let me ask you this then. Say that's you in that situation. Yeah. Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? If I want smoke, the last person I want is smoke with someone that ain't been jabbing back and forth with me. You see what I'm saying? If you really what you say you are, put it on the line.
A superstar?
Well, I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you do, but I'm
a superstar.
I'd say context is everything, though. I say context is everything, though, right? So, in this situation,
because it's always everything.
No, yeah. In this situation, we're not gonna fucking do any of this shit, right? Well, you play my team, you play the thing. If you want a money match afterwards, let's do a money match. Let's do a money match afterwards. That's what could have happened. But even then, even Punk didn't even say, "Hey, let's have a money match after."
He ain't say shit. No. He just got beat. Even then, they didn't want to give nobody a dap. Dude just being salty.
Would it have been different if Punk would have won? You should have sat down. If you really wanted it, you should have sat down.
No, it wouldn't have made a difference because you're sitting there still being a dickhead.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered either way.
Let me see what they say. Hold on, let me see. I haven't seen this part.
Noah the Prodigy.
First
time here on Street Fighter League.
Shout out to JV, shout out to Lex, shout out to
Okay,
Bruce.
hold on. I gotta ask you the question first. Okay. Now, Noah, the only thing I want to ask is,
but this has nothing to do with Noah, but these socks with these flip-flops, bruh, we cannot.
Ridiculous.
We cannot. Look at the rest of your team. All right, I'm good. I'm good.
I want to ask is, how come in the last spot after you and Punk were talking trash, did you not go up there and play the last match?
Guys, I'm not stupid. I don't have no ego, bro. I'm trying to win for the team. If that's not the best situation to
Thank
do,
you.
that's not do. I'm not gonna
He's
be
right.
No, let me go. That's what he's trying to bait. I'm from the hood. He's not stupid. And he tried to bait me over here to do something and act out of character, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm a professional now.
Absolutely
you.
love to see it.
Thank you.
Growth and
Thank you.
maturity. Team Cloud9
Right
getting a
there.
huge
Pure
win
maturity, bro.
over FlyQuest when needed the most. Officially at 130 points.
That's one of the things that I think Punk suffers the most in the FGC.
He thinks
is
he's
the
a
fact-
god, bro. That's
he's
problem.
extremely egotistical, which I mean he has every right.
Everybody
to
at the
be in
top
certain
is a little ego. I mean, let's not.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. So let's not act like So let's not act like
No.
like the top of the top don't have some kind of ego too.
Hold up though. So you're saying that you've seen Daigo react in that way? Have you seen
Never.
Justin Wong?
I didn't say. I didn't say everybody. I said.
Talk about it.
That's like saying.
Have you seen any other
Taquito's got a.
professional one, the professional player, even with like pop?
Taquito a little bit.
Taquito does it humbly though.
Yeah, but it's there. But it's there.
But it's still there though.
No. But we're talking about. I'm just gonna fucking say, fuck this nigga.
They're not gonna do that.
Nah. Yeah. Punk does that every time. And he's been shown multiple times when he loses, he can't maintain his composure.
So what's the difference
He
between
did it on one of the biggest stages.
He's a city baby. He's still
one
a
of
city
the
baby.
biggest stages
he cried
of
yeah.
fighting games.
Yeah.
He can't contain that. You could be mad. You could be
So what's the
you could be
difference
upset.
between Punk going off, and I'm just asking this as a question, and someone like a Filipino champ popping off?
Filipino champ a lot of times did it because it was part of the show.
That's what. Yeah, thank you.
He was a part of the show. Punk does it because if he gets salty.
It's not part of the show when Punk does it.
No, it is not part of the show.
It is not. That's his.
He does
ego.
it. He does it because he's legit upset about stuff. He legit doesn't like that shit.
That's his.
But
ego.
and you have a lot of players that they're passionate about the game. They're passionate about winning. They're passionate about going through it and everything like that. But what you don't see a lot of times, a lot of these players, you see them pop off. You see them get in.
I fixed it, by the way. If you want to play,
yes, sir. But you don't see them do like Punk does. Punk unabashedly does it.
Yeah,
he just kind of just does. He unabashedly, and it just shows that for him, he still has areas of growth in his like reaction to losing, and his reaction to winning, and his reaction with the entire community. You don't see that in a lot of other players, and a lot of older players. I would say, like even back in the day, even when they were around his age, you didn't really get that a lot because they were still like.
Let me know when you're online, by the way.
I'm on.
Okay. It does show it's on.
Yeah, so you like you could say like the guy was kind of like Punk was baiting him, but he was really baiting Punk to act out of character, and Punk actually ended up losing the match, so it kind of worked.
Yeah. Because that's all. With a lot of players like that, you just get under their fucking skin.
Punk's 26 though.
Shit.
He's 26.
26, and he act like he's
right. No, it's 21. So so they're not, so they're closer in age than you think. You know what I'm saying? They're closer in age than you think.
Even then, like how Noah's he knew that would just get under his skin. I'm gonna get under his skin. He's gonna get mad.
And
he's not
lost.
gonna play right.
And
then
lost.
boom. Yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. But then that's the one thing I think if Punk learned how to have a little bit more composure when he's playing,
he'd be even better.
I think he'd be way
Unbeatable.
better.
Unbeatable.
He'd be
Yeah.
scary good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But the thing about him is he gets cocky. Then when he gets cocky, he loses, and then he doesn't learn from that loss. He gets mad. He tries to play a little bit better, but then someone else comes along. He wins some matches. All they do is knock him off balance a little bit emotionally, and then he's compromised again. Yeah. So I mean, I'm all for the idea of like, hey, yo, they can get you can be upset about something. You can be mad and don't like people talking trash and shit, right? I'm all for that. I get it. I understand that. But you're in a professional setting and you're acting like that. It doesn't look good on you. It looks bad on your character.
It looks terrible, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Don't be surprised if we get the CEO next year and these two end up heads up at any point in time. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind that it's a possibility that it could happen sometime next year. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was a great show. Appreciate everybody coming out. We will not be here next week, but I will turn the volume down because apparently all of the all the videos are loud. And these will be posted up in pieces over at the YouTube page. Keyword Wollie Mopped Gaming.
It did crash. I can't play it on TikTok anymore.
Once again, everybody, thank you for giving us 400 subs. Really appreciate it. I think something like 4,000 views in a month, 400 and something odd viewing hours. So everything's on the rise. Remember, even though we won't be here next month, there'll be fighting gameplay videos every day. Shadow Shell will definitely have that that good old Ghostface when we do Combat Couch. And hey, guys, if you're watching this on Friday when we post it, have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you after that. So
give all of the thanks.
Yep, I'll see you guys.
And a bunch of turkey.
No.
All right, till next time, be good, be safe. We'll see you online. Peace.
Don't get mad, just improve.
Bye.
Let's make a t-shirt like that.
Okay, so I'm like, my problem with this shit is